Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Crypto, your home for Crypto TA. I am your host Martin. Today we're going to be looking at crypto new targets. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto related news and technicals, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button and the bell. That way you're going to be notified when we go live. So, with all that said, let's see what's going on with crypto, right? So, again, market cap, we're getting moving down. Again, we broke the triangle downwards. So, we're looking for a measured move to come all the way down here. Approximately the 2.05 trillion. We didn't quite reach there. But we had bullish divergence. Remember that? We talked about this bullish divergence that was developing. And how it could look to a potential upside. Yeah, that's what we're getting, right? So, good stuff. Sorry about that. It was like a weird thing. It was like a yawn, sneeze, / cough thing. Anyways, so we have some kind of divergence, right? And something I was thinking now that we're starting to get that bounce happening from that divergence is, and again, it's not going to be the best looking example of this, but I just want to highlight that it could start to look like a, it's going to start to look, right, like, what are we going to call this? A downsloping channel, right? Sorry, I was trying to read the comment and at the same time and talking. I'm just getting lost. I'm like super tired, guys. Like I actually haven't had like a nap in a long time. I crashed today. Like an hour and a half ago, I just completely passed out. I woke up and I was like, oh shit, dude. I gotta do stream like 20 minutes. And I just like came over to the computer. I was like, oh man, but I was feeling super, super tired. It's been like, I'm not sure why. I've just been really tired, man. I've been waking up super early, and I'm not used to like the new schedule I'm doing as far as like getting everything ready. So I'm like at this point in time, I'm like yawning like crazy. Anyways, we have this potential downsloping channel that we could be just starting to trade in. How are we gonna know? Well, I mean, first thing, it kind of makes sense. I mean, the midline is not the best at being respected here, right? But it is kind of being respected somewhat. So if we do go up to this upper portion, reject, and come back to the midline, then we definitely are going to be in that downsloping channel. For now, we're going to try to adjust it a little bit and say, well, what if we use that and we use that, right? So we're using these touch points here, the wicks. And then we use the wicks at the bottom, right? So we use that wick there, and then we're no longer hitting on this bottom wick, right? That'll be a little bit farther out. So it'll be like a falling wedge of sort that we'd be creating. But that's an idea we could play around with, particularly if we start to see like, you know, a movement up and then some downwards motion if we didn't reach this higher peak here, right? So with that into consideration, again, we have the bullish divergence action, the upside starting to go back up. So where can we go? We're looking for a movement up here at 2.5 trillion. Right? So, no worries, you're just listening and drifting off. Yeah. Thanks for being here, man. Guys, I appreciate it a lot. So probably tonight's stream is going to be short, sweet, to the point. Maybe Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA. I'm going to call it a stream. But yeah, bullish divergence, looking for that movement up. We're getting it. There's nothing bearish overhead, right? High, lower high, like positive momentum lower, and then high to low on the other side. So with all that into consideration, we're seeing neutral at 49.83 on the other side. Meaning the price perceived to be fair. And we could definitely try to go back up, right? We're in the neutral zone. We could go back down, just going by the RSI. There's really nothing else. But since we have the bullish divergence, and that's what we're running on, we would interpret this as, you know, the fact that we can continue running bullishly. All right, so on Bitcoin, if this is what's holding as well, we're probably going to have to look at the smaller time scales. Crud, man. All righty, man. Let's get waiting for Bitcoin to load. Jeez. I should just call it, like, change the name of the stream and call it the state of sleepiness. That's what it just feels like at this point in time. Again, if we're just to look at this section again, right? Look, same kind of fallen wedge on a larger move. How are we going to know if we come somewhere around this here zone and we hit somewhere around here and drop, then we know we're going to be hitting that. Now, we are rejecting almost spot on 66,994. We talked about the bullish divergence and where we could go, so we did manage to get above the 60,423. Then we hit the 64,900, and now we're hitting the 66,994 again. Look at that, boom, spot on hit, held there, support, boom, next hit. Now if we get above there, went over 69,000 and then ultimately 72,000. That's going to be end up moving up. Moving down in the direction from here, 64,900. If we break below there, 62,423. We'll talk about that when that's the case. But again, last thing we had was a bullish divergence strong. We didn't have anything else bearish overhead here, not on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour and see what's going on there. Man, how accurate were we? We were looking for the potential 3 falling peaks. And remember, I told you if we break below this zone, this line, we're going to have that 3 falling peak pattern. Guess what happened? We didn't break there. So we didn't break there. That's pretty solid, right? That means that we managed to rally some. And that is pretty freaking cool. And why did we rally? Because we had the bullish divergence strong, right? We were creating this hidden bearish. Hidden bearish that started to put pressure on the price. And we got that drop. It just was just not strong enough to, get us to break and hold below the neckline. We did wick it, but we didn't quite hold it, right? And on that move, right, this would have turned, if you just want to consider this to be the shoulder, would have turned this into a sort of inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? Something like that. So when that is the case, right, we're looking at a shoulder here. So I'm just going to make this a little bit tighter and better. Here we go. Another shoulder here. And then the third shoulder is going to be here, right? So we're looking at this, right? One shoulder, 2 head, and the shoulder. And again, if we were to look for a measurement of that, I think we're well past beyond the point where we're going to hit it. So if we go from the low point here to the high point here, I think we more than hit it, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, we kind of wicked it, right? So we'll go by the wick. We already hit it. So today, kind of hit that in the last 4 hour candle. So that measure move for the head and shoulders here in the 4 hour would have been hit. Now, for an inverse head and shoulders, we do want to come in a downtrend, and that is precisely what we're getting, right? We're getting this downtrend coming in here before we get that inverse head and shoulders and look for that reversal. So not really bad. I kind of like it. I just accidentally shifted that from where it should have been. Again, just really wish we were here to or we were able to make that call, right? So, but we weren't here on that date. So with all that, all we could do is just be like, yo, this is more or less what's happening. That's what's at play. And then we weren't here for the weekend. So not a lot we could do there, right? And again, that just comes with the territory of not streaming every day and having stuff happen on the weekends. So for me, it was more of a birthday thing. So it was, friends came over, then all hell broke loose. And then Saturday, we ended up going out and, and then, Sunday was just very chill. And we're here until today. So that's how life rolls, right? Again, that nice moving up again. If we break that 66,994, we're going to be good. Now, we do have some bearish divergence that's starting to develop here as we're climbing up higher, right? And that's what we're seeing that resistance hold at the 66,994. I mean, bearish divergence strong, potential, right? Potential for actually a downside. We only have it against the MACD, not against the RSI, right? Daily doesn't have anything bearish. 4 hours telling us, we might go down a little bit. So from there, let's go to the 1 hour chart and see what we're looking at. Again, here on the 1 hour, we had the bearish divergence. We took that quick dive right to the support. Boom, bounced. And I can't remember exactly when we were doing the stream. So all I know is that this coming to play. Then we went for that 64,900 almost a couple hours afterwards. Then we just kind of bounced out of that zone, finally got over it, and now we're up here. But similar to what we were looking at in the past, right? We're starting to create bearish divergence, right, left and right. So we had bearish divergence strong here, but we're just not seeing it come down with a lot of strength, right? So look at that, boom, right? Bearish divergence strong. We also had it here. Then we had it here. I'm actually going to have to zoom in here to the RSI. But I'm quite positive that we're also having it here. Let's just move sideways and see if we had it. I think it's barely going to get rid of it. So this would be 54.99, and this would be 55.83. It's like almost 1 point above. So we don't quite have it there. And then on this next move from here to here, we're not having that bearish divergence, right? It's easy to tell that we're definitely coming up higher on the positive momentum, right? So we're kind of getting rid of that. But on this last bit here that we're creating, we are developing, again, that bearish divergence. Strong, right? So with this move here, we have it against the MACD. But now we're also having it against the RSI, right? So that could lead us to a movement down. Again, if we do move down, 64,900 is going to be the main support we're looking for as far as support goes for a movement down. The one here comes around here at 66,000, like, 66,200 and change. Yeah, 259. That's just from like a fib, right? Or no, that's this one, 66,244. So we're looking at it as a minor kind of support that we know could hold a little bit, but not expecting to hold greatly, right? The main area is going to be at 64,900 because that's on the daily. Again, on the daily, we're clear. Just a 4 hour and the 1 hour are starting to stay bearish divergence strong. So if we do move down, we do have that strong bearish divergence developing on the 4 hour, the 1 hour. Daily still clear to run, but wouldn't be weird if we start to get some pullback, a little bit of pullback throughout the day, just from the nice movement up we got on the last couple of days, right? So with all that said, let's go check out Ethereum. Alrighty, so Ethereum is at 3,187. Not bad, but not really good, right? We did manage to drop down here slightly to 2,880, which was a zone that we said we could visit. Did want to drop farther than that. Fortunately, we haven't. I'm just waiting for this chart to load, and then we're going to see where Ethereum could go, right? Because, again, it's just taking forever to load this thing. Man. So how was it for you guys for the weekend? You'll have fun? You'll enjoy the weekend? Let me know. Man, again, just waiting for it to load. It's taking forever. I'm just going to switch charts and come back to it. Hopefully it'll load faster. Because, hell, I hate it when it just waits for it to load forever, man. I've gotten rid of so many charts, it's just weird. Pop some champagne to celebrate the halving. Awesome, bro. That's good to know. I didn't get to do anything for the halving, dude. Do y'all guys do anything for Earth Day? It was a big palindrome. I wasn't here for like the 19th, the halving, and then I also wasn't here for like Earth Day, the 20th. But I hope you guys had fun on those days and enjoy them and probably did something productive, recreational, fun. Who knows? Let me know in the Discord. Sorry, not in the Discord. Let me know in the chat. So Ethereum bullish divergence again. We were looking for a potential hit this zone and maybe even coming back down here. We didn't go for the 2,700, which is good. Still holding 2,891. And looking for that bounce. Not bouncing as good as Bitcoin, but bouncing nonetheless. Again, similar story, right? We came up here to resistance, managed to get above it right now, and we should be on track to hitting 3,224. That will be our target right now with the bullish divergence. Nothing bearish coming up ahead, right? High, lower high, less positive momentum, lower on the RSI neutral. 46.25. So similar things that we talked about Bitcoin for the daily and Ethereum, right? We're not really seeing a lot. It landed on the first block after the new daily candle on 420. Epic. Awesome, dude. That is just awesome. Now, on the 4 hour, it looks as though we're looking for something here, but this here, what it tells me is that's from the 1 hour chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that to the 1, and then we're going to meet it there whenever we go there because that's the last thing we drew, right? So here's this. Here's this. So on the 1 hour, we're looking for the bullish divergence strong, right? Look at that. Boom. We already had it, and we just kind of run with it. Starting to climb. Again, Bitcoin had some bearish divergence on this bit afterwards, hidden bearish. Ethereum didn't, right? So Ethereum is kind of like clearly running because of the divergence it had. Now, from the previous island to now, we're starting to develop some bearish divergence strong, right? That being there. And I'm going to match it with the price right now. So Right, so that's there. Oh wait, would that be here? No, we don't have it. Oh dang, I thought we had it. I thought it was gonna be like going like that, but no, that's not the case. That's pretty good. That is freaking solid. The only place we would have that would be here in the shorter term, and that'll be here. So we're gonna take advantage of already have that drawn there to just draw it here now. That move's coming in here, and that's what we're starting to see some of that pressure build. We don't have it against the other side, just against the MACD. And again, Bitcoin has it, Ethereum has it. We're likely looking for a movement down here in the market, right? Found my dog needed to go on for $100 a month heart medication. Oh, bro, that really sucks. I'm sad to hear about that. Yeah, that's horrible to hear. Is your dog still gonna have like a good life, even though you're giving him all that med? So bearish divergence, strong potential for actually downside, moving down a bit. We're still creating that and holding on to that. Nothing bullish afterwards. So best case scenario, looking for a moving down again. Nothing bullish developing right now. We're still slightly higher, right, than the low here. So I was trying to see if we had some kind of bullish divergence developing. Nothing, no hidden bullish, nothing like that. So it's just a bearishness is the last thing we have, which kind of matches what we were looking for Bitcoin, right? Bearish divergence in the daily. Sorry, not daily. Bearish divergence in the 4 hour, the 1 hour, but not the daily. Ethereum is basically doing the exact same thing. Let's go check out ADA. Again, I'm just waiting for the chart to load. When mushroom hunting and found a few morals, fried them up. That's awesome, dude. You know, I respect people that do that stuff. Facts, mainly because I don't know about mushrooms, and I would probably never eat mushrooms. I find in a while because I never gone from those mushrooms. I just don't want to like fucking die from eating a wrong type of mushroom. So, congrats if you know what mushrooms you're picking in the wild that you can eat. That's pretty solid. Oh, that's cool, Andrew. That's cool. Commend you for that, man. If it were me and someone told me that, yeah. If it were me and someone told me that, I'll just probably be like, you know, I love my dog, but yeah, maybe it's time for them to like, you know, have a better life, I guess. And I wouldn't. For me, I wouldn't do that. But again, that's a me thing. Not because I would not like the dog or, you know, do anything like that. It's just, yeah, I wouldn't spend that much on like meds. And for me, it would just be probably set them off peacefully. And yeah, but you know, if you're doing that, congrats to you, my friend. Morals are easy to, yeah. Any other dog you're probably, yeah, dude. Like I remember my dog, like the one I used to have before I had to move. I couldn't bring her, so she's with some friends, and they're gonna send it to us whenever we find like a place where we can have dogs. So we had to leave her behind. But that one was a rescued dog, dude. And like me and the wife talked about it, and we said like, hey, look, she's been a super healthy dog. Never had to go to the vet once for anything. We talked about that, and we said, hey, it's like it ever comes to a point where like, hey, we need to like, you know, she's having like hip problems, like surgery, or and it's like, you know, any kind of super expensive medication. It's gonna be like, hey, yeah, we love you, but you know, it's time to go, buddy. I'm sorry about that. But like just because we were being pragmatic about it. But yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks when you have pets and that's the case. But yeah, man, I mean, jeez. I hope your dog gets better, man. So ADA having the bullishness, right? Getting that moving up. So yeah, that's about it. Starting to climb. I think we might have some targets here. We might have fibbed this, you know, boom, boom. But now what we're gonna do is fib it like from here to here now, because we're starting to get that bounce back up, and we're hitting the 236, right? And it looks as though we're getting almost a spot on hit of the 236 at 52 cents, and now we're gonna try to get above that zone. So remember that for ADA. If we do get above there, next target's gonna be at 57 and then 69. So those would be the targets for ADA on a movement back up, right? So again, measure move done, right? We called for that one. And then we said if we start looking for it, moving up after the bullish divergence, that's where we're in. Now, the thing is that ADA, just like with any of the other projects, I'm a bit worried that if it's going to follow Bitcoin, because on here we don't have anything, right? High, lower high, low to high, right? Well, negative to positive, but again, not really going from a positive momentum island like here. And then high to low, right? So neutral. Not really seeing a lot here. So with that into account, I'm just going to go to the 4-hour. We had the bullish divergence, right? Getting that nice moving up. And here on this last bit, we are getting some bearishness. So neutral at, sorry, not neutral, bought at 59. Yeah, neutral. 59.64. It's just borderlining there. And with that bearish divergence, strong potential function downside just against the MACD, not against the RSI, right? So, and do we have anything else on the previous move? I think we might also have some hidden divergence here on ADA. So I just gotta make this larger. And all right, let's see this. Why did I just change charts like nothing, dude? I was like crazy. Right, so that would be the move. Hidden divergence, right? We dropped a little. Now we're creating strong bearish, right? So hidden bearish, strong bearish. Could be going for that moving down if we do, again, could target 40.7 cents, but ultimately I think we could still try to get a go at 50, right? 55 cents. We still climb there slowly. Still keep that divergence before we actually break back down. I think that's going to be a stronger move for ADA. If we do get that, again, and in the shorter term, man, I mean, I'm just going to draw a line. I just want to make sure we can track it here. Yeah, definitely, right? So, divergence of the bearish kind. Strong bearish, potential function downside as well. So, similar stuff. Bearish divergence, strong action to downside, right? And that's precisely what we're starting to get. Nothing else happening here that is bullish, right? Not even here. So, look at the low here, right? Boom. Low to high, negative, less negative, neutral. 47. So last thing we have is bearish, just like Ethereum, just like Bitcoin. So it just seems like the market is more or less in sync, at least for the larger projects, where they're all basically following the exact same thing or doing about the exact same thing, right? So I said it was going to be a short stream, guys. I intend to keep it that way for today. I'm sorry about that. Again, I'm just feeling tired and kind of out of it for today. It's just been a very, very long day. And it's been a long weekend. I just need to like rest it up and hopefully gonna be better. But I just feel like super, super tired. Again, I just took a nap and I'm still feeling like really out of it. So with all that into consideration, guys, we're gonna call it stream for tonight. We'll be here again tomorrow for another edition of TSO Crypto. Hopefully we'll be discussing other things. We're looking at other markets and see what's going on there. But for today, that's going to have to be it. We're just going to look really quick, and I'm not even going to do anything. I just want to see where the dollar index is at as far as the daily. I think what's going to happen is we're going to see more or less a sideways motion, man. Yeah, see a sideways motion above 786 here at log 105. And we're still like consolidating before we hit the next moving up and hit this here higher portion at 109. Well, sorry, 107 and change. We're ultimately hitting or looking for a hit at that 109, and that would lead Bitcoin dropping farther down, which I'm hoping is not going to be the case. But you can see how here the dollar kind of rested, and Bitcoin really took advantage to kind of rally on these days, and the dollar didn't take any massive dips, and Bitcoin was just really trying to run strong, right? So I'm going to do that by bringing that Bitcoin chart and look at that as a comparison, right? Boom, look at that. Like the dollar kind of moves sideways, Bitcoin's like quick pop, right? So again, dollar rested, Bitcoin pop, took advantage of that. And with that, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.